So hi, Rick Beer. We are now trying to comprehend with the recordings here. I'm recording my screen, and we are going to try to start off this session by loading up the Ableton Live. So if you do have your Ableton Live, you can launch that one if you have it installed now. So I will try to make some very quite short videos, if it's possible, like 10 minutes or so, because if I make them too large, it will just be hard to upload them, or if you're going to download them later, it would just take a long time. So we'll just try to make it like one step at a time. So this is the Ableton Live. It looks like this. I know it doesn't make much sense to you right now. It just looks like a lot of small things around here, buttons and stuff, but I will try to explain some of it. But first, what I want to do is we're going to over to another program. It's called FL Studio, which this is a demo version I downloaded. This one is not available for the Macintosh. It's only for PC. The only reason that I want to show this song here is because it consists of some bass line, a very simple bass line that I want to be able to copy into Ableton Live here. So what I will do, the bass line goes something like this. We can start it once. It goes like this. So that's the bass line. If I, in FL Studio, if I double click this one, I get inside the piano roll. A piano roll is where you see all the notes. Even though this bass is not an actual piano that plays it. So, and what we see here is the F key. You can see F4, they call it here. And it's a C key, as you can see right here, the C5 or whatever. And it's a G4. So it's a F, and then up to C, and then it's a G. So we just want to kind of go to our Ableton Live, and we'll start our session right here. And it looks like this in the beginning. And if you like to, you can do like this. Hold on Shift and click from this to that, and then just right click on this and just delete those tracks, because we only need one track right now. And then I hopefully have explained for you how to install a synthesizer, because we are going to use the silent one, which I always use. It's a VST synthesizer. So that one looks like this. You've probably seen it before. This is the only one I use, basically. The only one I have to have. So right now what we want to do is we want to try to just copy the F, the C, and the G from this. And so we're gonna try to, first off, we're gonna try to pick the correct sound. So on this sound synthesizer, if I push on the keys here, if you push here, you will hear a arpeggiated sound, which is not what we want. So instead of choosing among this, we go and click on the menu and then load presets. And then what we do is we go to my hard drive where we have my presets. You can see trans, right? And where do we have that one? It is probably in what the hell is it there? Sorry, presets. Here we go. So I was swearing, you know. Okay, so let's three different presets, and I need to have the some of those, maybe the Fantastic. Let's try that one. So these are preset. I've programmed this synthesizer with my own sounds that are already done, so you don't have to program the synthesizer, because that can be a little complicated. So let's just see. As you might imagine. So that's a finished bass sound of some kind that we can use. Now, to be able to write in the notes for this, we have to double click on this blue line right after the silent one sign here, right in the cyan looking thing. Double click there, and what will happen is we'll pop up. You can close the synthesizer on that button. So this will pop up. Again, we check the notes here. You don't have to check this, only I can see it. F, C, G, right? So I want an F, and you can see in Ableton, you can see to the left here, it's an F right here. You can see it blinks off and on here when I pull the mouse there. So we want an F. Not F sharp, we want an F. So we click F. Okay, so that's the F, and we want that for like 2 bars. Every bar is in between those black lines normally on a DAW. So you see they're more black there, that's 1 bar. So if we do that in Ableton, it will probably... But this one is 1 octave too high, so we need to take it down because it's a bass sound. So go down an F to F2 or something. Let's see. Our F2 sounded a little better, right? So we try the F and we try the C. Let's see if we can find a C somewhere. C3 here, F2. Let's see. Should probably be this one then. And then the last one should be a G somewhere. So to be able to copy the first note over, not just move it, you can hold down Command key, I think it's on your Macintosh, CMD I think it's called on Macintosh. On PC it's called Control. So just hold down that one and drag. So CMD or Command key on your keyboard. That way you copy the notes. That's very good to know. So it's easy to copy. If Command doesn't work, maybe it's the other key beside it. I don't know, but whatever. We start with this, and because I'm using PC and you're using Mac, so that's what sucks. Anyway, we move on. So F, 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 F. So that's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's being struck 8 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times or so. Let's just moving around, keep them on the same. That's a C. So so far, let's see here. Let's take the C and hold on Command key and click and drag so they copy it over this way. And let's get G. There we go. So that's the first one. Let's just see how that syncs with whatever we have. So let's try. So that goes very fast. You can hear that. That's like too fast. So in Ableton, it's a little cumbersome to move things, but this is the way it works, and you can do it in Ableton. See, when you put this little, you see the magnifying glass, it changes. But when you put it by this triangle right there to the left, pointing to the left, not the one below, but the one above, when you click that one and then click and drag that one to the right, it expands the time in which things are being played. And so also if you put the magnifier glass here and then drag it vertically up, it expands the time, it zooms out the whole thing here, so you can see more of the notes. So down zooms in and up zooms out with the magnifier glass when we are at that. So right now I notice that things are going too fast, so I will try to change those things here. I'll first move out all these notes right there, doesn't matter. And then I will try to make these notes longer. So I'll delete all that and I will just take those two, copy them over, and see what happens. Just hit the stop and I hit the play again to take it from start. So that becomes, the bass becomes longer. We can also, again, we can listen to what we have in the here. So sorry. Again, copy them with a command. There you go. So let's try. And they are too quick, as you can hear. You can expand the time again by dragging it out right here. Click and drag. And then zoom in like that, you know. I understand if you kind of hate this at the beginning. I really hated it as well because it's really technical and not very easy to get on with. But, well, I don't know. Maybe you will like it more than me. Let me check the time here. We are at 10 minutes right now. Well, I can have maybe a few minutes more if I'm lucky. We'll see if it works. I just hate when things just fly here. Never have time enough, you know. But anyway, so we're gonna have a C up here, so let me try to put a C there. And we delete the whole C because I just want simply see here. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So let's take 2 notes more here and see what happens. There's maybe enough. And we can also delete this because they're too short. There you go. And put one here. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7, 8, 9, 10. So we should have, let's just do it like that. And one more. There you go. And zoom out again. Okay, so this is what we have right now. I think there is something wrong with the timing. It doesn't really seem right. So I will count again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. By the way, these blocks here are the notes, as you might imagine. I've understood, and they are called steps. And what we are working in right now is the piano roll. But in older programs, it will probably be called a step sequencer, which is a very good name for it because you're actually seeing it as steps. But today, they call the step sequencer for a piano roll because you always see the piano notes above here. So whatever you want to call it. You can call it piano roll. It's very good because most ones call it that. It's just me that find it both are good names. So I will just see again here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, let's just see what happens there. I'm just checking the timing right now. It may not sound the best, but we can go in and change sound afterward if we want to. You know, this is just a simple bass sound here, so it doesn't sound exactly like in FL Studio, but that really doesn't matter. We just want it correct here. So, and you can hear also that, you know, that guitar is kind of having a little bit of feeling to it, which we don't really get so far. There are ways to fix that, but I usually use other techniques than to, you know, necessarily have a real guitar and playing it like that, because I can't play a guitar also, you know. But there are other techniques you can use to kind of try to fill in some feeling in between, like using reverbs and other stuff. But anyway, we haven't got so far yet. We only at the bass here, so just in my world, I just don't like, you know, I think there's one note too much. So in my ears that sound better because it just gives it a little bit of, I don't know, a little bit more punch when you delete that. It's different what you feel. But whatever. So I'm gonna stick with that and see what we can do with that. I think this has to be the first of the tutorials. They're just getting so big, you know, 50 minutes. So I don't know how big it's gonna get, but we can see if it's possible to upload to YouTube, or we'll just, you know, you will download this from me. So I'll see you later. Okay, and this is the first tutorial. We will continue. Bye bye.